What's up, everybody? What's going on? Hang on, I forgot to do a couple of things here before we get started. So let me just tend to this real quick, and then we'll get started. But as you're coming in, feel free to say hi. Don't forget to smash the like button. That sure does help out. Excuse me. Soda. But all right. Hey, Blaze, what's going on, man? We're going to talk Android 12 Beta 5 here. Won't be too long of a chat or too long of a live stream, but I did just update the Pixel 4. The Pixel 3 has already been updated, and the 4a has been updated right now. So I'm going to talk about what's new in Android 12 Beta 5. And also we got confirmation that this is the final beta version. The next step is the full release of Android 12. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But let me go ahead and just kind of just add. Well, we'll switch it in for that. So you guys can see there are some slight changes. One of them being that in the app drawer now, when you search up an application and everything like that, it quickly brings you results from various different things. As you guys saw, I searched YouTube and it kind of brought up all the things for YouTube, and then also a few things for Twitter, since it's noticed that there are some YouTube things going on in my Twitter account. So I was able to bring those things up. I think this is a very nifty feature that this brings to the table. But the simple fact is that it just makes it so much easier than having to just go through a whole bunch of apps, especially if you download like a whole bunch of applications. To really bypass a lot of that, you can quickly get to where you need to go and quickly get to what you need to do, which, along with showing you the application that you're searching, it also gives you some results like posting, so you can quickly get to a post. So yeah. Some of the widgets have been updated. You may have noticed that on my home screen, the widget for the clock is now updated. But some of the other ones are still not just yet, like calendar is not just yet. They still got a little bit ways to go, but it's slowly coming together with this Material U UI. As you guys can see, there's different clock widgets now, the analog one, as well as different shapes for the regular time, and then also you have a time with world time or time with additional time, depending on how you set up your clock, if you have like another time zone that you're tracking. So that's actually pretty cool. Other than that, I mean, most of the other widgets are still kind of like, they need some work done. So that's something that I've noticed. This is all a screen grab from my Pixel 4a. Right after this, we'll go over exactly what's going on with the Android developers blog site and just go over what internally has changed. Now, a couple of things that I did notice here while I'm showing you guys each individual widget. One of the things I did notice is that on the very top, the time has been changed. And what I'm talking about is like, usually it's like up there in the center, top center area, gives you like the time, the date, the weather. Now it's been kind of shifted to the left, and it's much more discreet, much more smaller. So that is something that I did notice when it comes to the Beta 5. Also, there are a few other changes here. I'm waiting for this screen grab to get to that point. Yeah, I literally took the time to go through every widget just to see what was changed, what's different. But as you guys can see on the top left over there, right underneath the time on the notification bar area, underneath that has the date, which is, it shows Wednesday, September 8th. And it's very discreet and small now. It's not it's not centered. It's not, in your face. It's really discreet now. You can really, I don't know if that's how it's going to stay that way, and if they're going to incorporate the weather later. As you can see, the power menu button does have a lockdown toggle now. What's up, Sneed? So when you hit that lockdown toggle, your fingerprint won't even work to unlock the phone. Technically, you would still have to enter in your password. So like when you tap the power button to lock your screen or whatever, that, you just hit the fingerprint sensor to unlock your phone. But lockdown actually now adds back in that extra security. Like when you first boot your phone on for the first time, it requires a PIN, pattern, or whatever that you have along with your biometric. When you hit the power menu to bring that up and you hit lockdown, it actually reincorporates that from the lock. So you will need both PIN and pattern. This is an extra step of security, and I think it's actually pretty cool. Right now, I just switched up the theme itself from dark to light, so you guys can see what it looks like in light. Also, within the search, when you pull up the app drawer and you do a search, rather than just scrolling through all your apps, you have preferences there that you can set up. So those are some of the things that I've noticed visually that has changed and that are easy to find. That's incorporated in Android 12 Beta 5. Go ahead and just drop that real quick. And now, hang on, getting messages while I'm live streaming. Okay, so let me go ahead and screen share this real quick with the Android blog site here. Let's make sure that everything is good to go. All right, so kind of follow along here just to kind of see. All right, so let's kind of go back up to the top here. So this is the Android developers site itself. Let me just drop this in the chat. Anyone wants to grab it later and just kind of like read for yourself, definitely. There it is. You guys can check that out. But anyways, so Android 12 Beta 5 update, official release next, right? So it doesn't say like next week or anything like that. It's just next. So we're not getting any more beta versions. The next one will be the official version. It says right here, we are just few weeks away from the official release of Android 12. So there's a keyword there, a few weeks. As we put the finishing touches on the new version of Android today, we're bringing you a final beta update to help you with testing and development. For developers, now this is the time to make sure your apps are ready. So this is for all developers like Facebook and Twitter and all of them, to make sure that their applications is running well on Android. So you can get Beta 5 today on your Pixel device, including the Pixel 5a. So if you have the Pixel 5a, this beta is available for you. So those who were like, I have a Pixel 5a, but where's Android beta? It doesn't let me into Android beta. This will. So this update, you can go to g.co/Android beta, and that will bring you to the Android beta page, and just opt in with your Pixel 5a, and then go to system settings, and the beta software should be ready for you. By enrolling here for over-the-air updates, if you are already enrolled, you'll automatically get the update. You can also try Android 12 Beta 5 on select devices from several of our partners like Sharp. So Sharp is a partner with Google to get beta. I didn't even know that. Anyways, you can visit the Android 12 developer site for details. What's in Beta 5? So to answer all the questions, today's update includes a release candidate build of Android 12 for Pixel and other devices, and the Android emulator. We reached platform stability at Beta 4, so all app-facing surfaces are final, including SDK and NDK APIs, app-facing system behaviors, restrictions on non-SDK interfaces. With these and the latest fixes and optimizations, Beta 5 gives you everything you need to complete your testing. Why does it say testing? Well, because initially the Android beta program was for developers to test. We, the consumers, just got spoiled and were given access to it, even if we're not developers. It's kind of like what the Nexus was, right? And the Nexus devices was really for developers to kind of play around with their application on the latest version of Android. And yet it became a household name for consumers who just look for a pure stock Android experience on the phone. Anyways, so we have a calendar list, right? Developer preview came out back in February, March, and April. In May was the launch of the betas. So beta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was between May and August. We are in the final release stage. So we've gotten into what they consider platform stability. The next release is not a beta 6. It's going to be the full Android 12. So get your apps ready. With the official 12 release coming next, we're asking all app and game developers to complete your final compatibility testing and publish your compatibility updates ahead of the final release. For SDK, library tools, and game engine developers, it's important to release your compatible updates as soon as possible. Your downstream app and game developers may be blocked until they receive your update. So for those developers out there, and even at home developers, you guys got to get your stuff in. All right, so privacy dashboard. A new dashboard in settings lets users see which apps are accessing which type of data and when. Users can adjust permissions if needed, and they can request details from your app on the reason for access. So the privacy dashboard is live in Android 12. I think we kind of seen a little glimpse of that, but maybe it just might have been polished with more features within inside of it. I am going to go check these out here in a little bit. So let me just make sure that it's in settings so we're ready for that when I'm about to show it. Microphone and camera indicators. Android 12 shows an indicator in the status bar when an app is using camera and microphone. We also have microphone and camera toggles. New toggles and quick settings lets users instantly disable microphone and camera access for all apps. Clipboard red notification. A toast alerts users when an app reads data from the clipboard unexpectedly. So if you don't know what toast is, that's that little notification that pops up at the bottom. And it's called toast. And you get a notification now if something is actually reading your clipboard or anything like that. So anything that you may have saved to your clipboard, to like copy paste or anything like that. If an app or service is reading it, you'll actually get notified what's reading it now. That way you have an idea of what's using what. That's actually pretty nice. Glad that that's there. Stretch overscroll. A new stretch overscroll effect replaces the previous glow. So it's kind of like how Gingerbread kind of was, just a little bit, the little animations at the top and the bottom of the screen when you are scrolling through it and you hit the very last point of it. Seems like that they have this little stretch effect now. App splash screens. Android 12 launches apps with a new splash screen animation. And I've seen this already because I don't know if you guys have seen this if you're using Android 12 beta. But when you guys open up Facebook, you'll see like a Facebook splash screen, and then you'll see Facebook's splash screen, and then it'll load into the Facebook app. And this clearly is like a placebo effect, just, for like a faster launch. And initially what's supposed to happen is that Twitter, Facebook, and all them, they can actually turn off their splash screen because Google is now going to handle splash screens for all apps, including Reddit, even Odyssey, and various other applications. So, it seems like Google's taking more of the reins now. So I can't wait to see this. And hopefully, companies like Facebook, Twitter, and all them are smart enough to turn off their splash screen animations for their apps because Google will have them handy already. We don't need double the splash screens. We just don't. Keygen changes. Several deprecated bouncy castle cryptographic algorithms are removed in favor of conscript versions. If your app uses a 512-bit key with AES, you'll need to use one of the standard sizes supported by conscript. Just click more here if you want to know more about that if you're a developer. Remember to test the libraries and SDKs in your app for compatibility. If you find any SDK issues, try updating to the latest version of the SDK or reaching out to the developer for help. So that's just, yeah. And I went here, I went to the Android developers blog because they're going to get more info on like the timeline when all these beta things are pretty much, going to be done. So we're really at that point now. This is the very last. Hey, Gboy888, what's up, man? Yeah, sorry, I was reading on that page and everything like that, but I'm glad you're here. All right, so let's stop sharing there, and let me go into the dashboard, the privacy dashboard here, and see if we got a little bit more things here. So we got it up, right, and it says right there on the top, privacy dashboard. We're going to click that. And we're greeted with that. Pretty nice. So what we have here is we have, so it gives me a reading of the past 24 hours. We have location. Location was used by 4 apps. So when I click that, oh, wow. You get like an actual timeline feed of what was using locations, right? Which you guys see, Pokemon Go. I play the game, okay? Sue me if anyone thinks I'm a child. I like the game. But, you know, Chrome used it. We got phone that access location. And this was, wow, this is pretty neat. I like this. I can see what is actually using it. So we have no readout for the last 24 hours for the camera or microphone. So let me launch the camera right now. Take a picture of the live. And we do get the indicator on the top there. We also get the folder too that, you know, if you tap the little folder icon, you can switch between your regular photo gallery and your locked folder. You can choose. So if you want specific, you know, pictures to go to the locked folder for safekeeping, you can do that. That's actually pretty nice. Hey, Porky, how's it going? Glad to have you here. Okay, so now let me go back to the privacy dashboard and let's see if it picks up that I used the camera. Oh, it does, right there. Boom. Now it shows used by 1 app. And when we click it, it tells the time. 6:20 p.m., the camera app used the camera. This is going to be very, very, very cool, considering the fact is that you'll be able to just track what your apps are doing. And if you're concerned about something accessing your cameras, you can go to the privacy dashboard and find out. And like I said, pulling up location, like I was shocked to see it. Well, wow, it even shows me right there that the camera used my location too. So now that's added to the list of all the other things that's used my location in the past 24 hours. That's really neat. You can, if you click the top 3 dots on the very top over there in the corner, you can have it add in system applications. So now we see what's used my location, the CNE app, Google Play services. So now you got all the apps, Google location history, use my location. You can really see what's doing what now. That's actually pretty cool. Thumbs up. I like that. Wow. And then here, of course, you know, in the privacy dashboard, you can disable camera access and microphone access for all apps. You can just completely just like disable all apps from being able to access it. So, you know, if you're kind of worried about, you know, your camera microphone being active, just toggle those off and nothing is going to be able to do it. Hopefully we get the weather widget in the final build in a few weeks. I believe we will. I believe we will. It's not there for right now, but I'm sure it'll be back on there. I just like how it's, I mean, I like it. People might not, but I do like it. Just like how the date is kind of just, you know, it's not all in your face anymore, centered and everything like that. It's now in that top left corner, just underneath the time, which is a good place for it to be because, you know, you can look at the time and say 6:23, you can look at the date right underneath it. It's just right up there in that top left. It's not taking up too much. And we get the ever so popular clock widget that everyone's wanting, right? And real quick, just to answer a question that I've received, with the Android Easter egg, they want to know why the clock has to be put at in the position of like 12 midnight, 12 noon to actually show like, you know, the number 12 in the circle with the little bubbles. And obviously it makes sense, Android 12. So the clock's got to stop at 12 in order for it. And let me just kind of show you guys what I mean. I didn't, you know, I'm not making fun of anybody here. So, okay. Where's it at? It's in about phone. And Android 12. Right. So in the Easter egg, like you have to move that dial and get it all the way till you get to 12. Well, that's a minute off. Boom. Right. Well, obviously Android 12, so you have to get it at 12 noon or, you know, 12 midnight. Basically, you have to get the clock at 12 and it launches that. But what is the whole purpose of this now? And apparently there's supposedly a widget that you can add that has, there it is, the Android S Easter egg widget. So what this actually does, and let me just kind of find like a clear page to put this on all by itself. And yeah, so you have to make it bigger too. It shows up like just like that. Grab and stretch it, and now you can see the color palettes, right, that have to do with this wallpaper. So this is basically showing you how the Material You user interface takes your background and then how it basically matches out to like theme everything to kind of coincide with the color options there. And you can see it shows you the palettes. So I think that's pretty cool. You can leave that widget there if you want to, just for, you know, shits and giggles. You can tap it and it opens up bigger, and you can see, you know, in this wallpaper background, we got some whites and some pinks. We got, you know, different shades of red and gray. We got black here at the bottom, a little bit of brown, and like a burnt orange brown, and we got some yellows, and it just shows you and the coding for each of the colors, right? Like red is A1-600. A very dark shade of gray is N1-700. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I don't want to copy the text, but I do want to take the widget off because I really don't need it on there. But just some of the things there. Other than that, pretty much Android is pretty much the same, right? So it didn't have any drastic super changes. I know some people are really pissed off about the about this. I believe Mike from B-Tech Reviews was hoping that with the final version of Android 12, they were going to change this. They're not going to change this. This is where it's going to be at now. Notifications, you know, drop down is going to look like that with the quick setting toggles, just like that. That's finalized, right? Excuse my dogs. They are 5-star security alarms. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much at that point. So with some of the things I was able to show you guys, what say you? What do you guys say about Android 12? And like, you know, some of the things that you guys may have noticed. I don't know if any of you guys played with beta, but if you guys did, go ahead and share your thoughts right now. As I'm pretty much thoroughly okay with it. I quickly installed it on the Pixel 3. I know the 3 is having a lot of issues right now. And so I just did like a quick update to it and then shut it back off. I just, you know, like the bigger toggles for quick settings. I think the bigger toggles fits in two ways. It fits, you know, in just like the way that the user interface kind of looks and how it feels. And so that's actually, you know, really nice. And geez, I forgot right now in Pokemon Go, it's raid hour over here. But anyways, you know, but also I think too, for like someone that's kind of visually impaired, this will make it easier for them to kind of find the toggles and everything like that. It's a lot bigger than just small round circular icons that can be squared or anything like that. Oh, it scared the crap out of me. I forgot I have adaptive brightness on. And so based on where things are, the brightness bar goes up and down. I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute, is my phone starting to glitch? But the adaptive brightness is on. So when I shine it into the light, the brightness goes up on the screen just so that way it can stay on there. Of course, my babe probably ain't gonna like the fact that I put the clock widget on her face. You know, she is my wallpaper, but you know, anyways. But everything is working pretty much cool on the Pixel 4 as well. Like I said, I still like the fact that you get that big old search right up there, which helps you get to a lot of your. I mean, you can just search within. This is a little notification that pops up when you first do it for the first time. I'll tell you, always show keyboard here. You can hit yes, or you can just dismiss it. I'm going to dismiss it because I don't want the keyboard always popping up when I open the app drawer. That's something that, you know, when I tap up here to search for something, then the keyboard will pop up. But I mean, that's actually pretty cool. Makes it easier to find the things that you want to do and actually get to those things really quickly, like subscription, search, explore. That's, you know, YouTube. If I was to plug in Reddit, Just putting in RE brings up Reddit as one of my first results for the search. You got inbox, post, and popular. And then of course, other things that kind of goes similar to Red. You see their Snapchat is in there, and it says recap. I think that's a nice touch. I can't wait for the full-fledged version to come out. I just I think it's gonna be pretty dope. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. 4 days, not too long of a live stream. I do want to thank everyone that hopped in for a brief moment and checked it out. If y'all are a real one, hashtag 12 beta to let me know that you guys watched it all the way through. If you're part of the replay crew, hashtag replay crew 12. That way I know y'all made it all the way to the end. Thank you guys so much for just joining in real quick. I know it's not very long of a live stream and we're not talking too much, but I just wanted to kind of really just talk to you guys about Android 12 beta 5 and kind of show you a little bit about it. If you guys joined it a little bit later in the live stream, watch the replay. I do have a screen grab of some stuff that I get searching around with on the phone. That way you guys can see it. I did share that video in this live stream. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all have been wonderful. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Anyways, good night.